America's killer submarine. Deep beneath the rolling surface of the Pacific, far beyond the reach of satellite eyes and sonar pings, a silent predator glides, nearly undetectable, armed with more destructive power than most nations. Her name is USS Leviathan, the deadliest submarine ever created by the United States Navy. She is a Virginia-class Block V nuclear-powered fast attack submarine, and her mission is simple: dominate the ocean's depths, neutralize threats, and if necessary, launch hell from below. The silent stalker, the USS Leviathan doesn't broadcast her presence. She listens. With a sonar suite that can detect a ship turning its propellers halfway across the ocean, she stalks her prey in total silence. Her hull, coated in anechoic tiles, swallows enemy sonar signals. Her propulsor hums quieter than the ocean itself. She's an invisible sword. Targets, whether rogue submarines, hostile carriers, or clandestine missile barges, are identified through an AI-driven combat system known as ANBYG-1. It processes a flood of sensor data and offers instant threat prioritization. The Leviathan can lock on, track, and fire before the enemy knows they're being watched. When the time comes, her arsenal is merciless. Tomahawk cruise missiles that can strike targets 1,000 miles inland, torpedoes that explode under enemy hulls, snapping them in half, and even UUVs, unmanned undersea vehicles, for reconnaissance, sabotage, or electronic warfare. Precision power, stealth death from below, forged in fire and silence. The Leviathan's story begins not in the sea, but in the roaring fires and deafening clang of the Newport News shipbuilding yard in Virginia. There, under armed watch and behind biometric gates, engineers and welders worked tirelessly in what was called the Vault, a classified wing of the shipyard where top-secret components were born. For nearly 7 years, they toiled in secrecy. Titanium alloy hull sections were forged to endure the crushing pressure of the deep. Nuclear reactors, built to last the submarine's 33-year service without refueling, were integrated with nanometer precision. Advanced signal masking composites were applied to every surface. AI targeting modules and drone bays were tested in simulated warfare environments. It was more than construction, it was a calling. Welders signed their names inside the hull before it was sealed forever. Engineers etched silent messages in microtext on internal parts, tributes to those who served before. Every bolt, wire, and chip was installed with the knowledge that this machine might someday stop a war or end one. Ready for the storm, the Leviathan is not alone. She sails as part of the U.S. Navy's silent triad of undersea warfare. But she is unique, a vanguard of next-generation maritime dominance. Before her maiden deployment, the crew endured a brutal 16-month training cycle. War simulations, stealth ops, weapon drills, day after day in the pressure cooker of readiness. Failure was not an option. She is now forward deployed, operating in contested waters, her presence a whisper, her purpose a deterrent. Tensions rise in the Taiwan Strait. Hypersonic missile tests echo from rogue states. Russian boomers test boundaries in the Arctic. But the Leviathan is ready. When the president issues the call, execute contingency Orion, she'll strike. Missiles will launch from beneath the waves, unseen until the sky itself begins to scream. Enemy subs will vanish from sonar scopes. Command centers will be reduced to rubble before a radar blip even appears. And then, as suddenly as she arrived, she will disappear once more, back into the black. The war no one sees, modern conflict, isn't always fought with battalions or bombers. Sometimes it's a game of shadows, of signal intercepts, sabotage, and submarines. In that war, the USS Leviathan is unmatched. She is the sword beneath the surface, the ghost in the deep, the guardian of American waters and allies abroad. Her motto etched in steel in the command center: silent, lethal, unseen. And should the world descend into chaos, the Leviathan will rise, not from the clouds, but from below, unleashing the fury of the deep with precision and without warning. A killer submarine born in secret, ready for war.